Now, from the home of the 2004 All-Star Game, we're at beautiful Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston as ESPN welcomes you to another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Houston Astros. This is John Miller welcoming you to our Major League Baseball telecast along with former Major Leaguer and Hall of Famer Joe Morgan. Before we get things going, Joe, what do you think about the Dodgers in this matchup?
Well, Milton Bradley always gets your attention because he has a lot of charisma. I mean, he's an exciting type player. He runs the ball down in the outfield. He's been close to being the superstar that they predict he will be from the offensive side. I mean, he's one of these days he's going to break out, hit a lot of home runs, driving a lot of runs. But right now, he's just a really good player that you like to have in your lineup on a daily basis.
Brandon Backey will be doing the pitching. He picked up 5 wins last year. Now the pitcher is towing the pitching slab. It looks like we're just about ready to get started. First pitch on the way. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. He deals. Swings and hits this one in the air down the right field line. And it drops in for a base hit. The throw to second.
They're starting this inning out in grand style. The base hit with no one out.
Here's the lineup for the Dodgers. J.D. Drew is the cleanup man. Runner at first, nobody out. And a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back in easily. Runner at first. Now a throw over, trying to keep him close, and he's back in time. One man on, nobody out. And a throw over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in time. Nobody out and a runner at first. First pitch, here it comes.
After 2 pitches away, that one inside keeps you honest.
He's at the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to second. And his throw is in time for out number 1. Bagwell really showed some incredible balance and throwing skills right there. I am very impressed, Joe, at how he was able to do this one.
Great play by the second baseman. I had to do this sometimes, but you're always weighing the options of settling down before you throw or throwing immediately. Sometimes you just have to throw it immediately or the play is already over. Here he made a terrific off-balance throw.
Man on third with 1 out. On the ground to third. And a good throw gets him. 2 down. J.D. Drew steps in here. He hit 31 home runs last year. He's got a .513 career slugging percentage. First pitch to him. He kicks, he throws. Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2. Good slider that time, but it's ruled a ball. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. There's a swing of the ball, hit pretty well down the right field line. Into the corner. He finds the wall and he makes the catch. He took one away from him. Oh, what a play. Berkman pulled this one down, and Joe, I didn't think this thing was coming back.
I don't think so either, John. This ball's going to clear the wall, no question about it. But he never loses sight of it, and he's able to put himself in position to go up and bring it back. That was a great play.
The Los Angeles Dodgers pick up a run on 1 hit and nobody left on. Now we'll go to the bottom of inning number 1. LA's out in front, 1-0. Odalis Perez takes the mound. He is the starting pitcher for them in this one. He was a 7-game winner last year.
I like the way he's changing speeds. He's moving the ball in and out, but this one is down and away.
And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1.
Man, you don't want to throw it there in the middle of the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's grounded to second. Over to first for out number 1.
Good reaction on the mound, and now he just throws on the first for the out.
Here's the lineup for Houston. Jeff Bagwell is in the number 4 spot in the batting order. That's where the power hitters hit. 1 out, nobody on. Just missed with the fastball. Ball 1.
Well, most hitters aren't going to chase that pitch down and away because they can't hit it anyway.
Here's the 1-0 delivery.
Man, big rip at that one, but he was looking for something else.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. He's Torres, has it. And he is out at first. What a play.
The shortstop makes a nice play here, and they get the force out at first.
And we'll take a quick look at the Dodgers and how they line up defensively. Two outs, nobody on. First pitch, here it comes.
When you leave the curveball upstairs, it becomes like a mediocre fastball and becomes very easy to hit.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swinging the ball, hit pretty well, heading into foul territory down the left field line. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and lined to right field. Drew can't come up with this thing.
Here's another look at the error as he bobbles it.
I thought he was going to come up with it, but it somehow got away from him.
When you see SportsCenter after the game, your error, it hurts, believe me.
Bagwell, one of Houston's killer bees, almost made it to the series in 2004. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This ball is hammered down the left field line, but it goes foul. Now he's set. Here's the one. Now here's the swing and a fly ball. Oh, and it's off the wall. And this one is into the alleyway and should be extra bases. Berkman is around third, and he'll score.
John, nice job of getting the double. He took the fastball and ripped it. Good, efficient swing right there.
Morgan Ensberg up there now. He had 10 home runs last season with a .457 career slugging percentage. 2 outs and a runner on second. First pitch to him.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base there. He's at the belt. The 1-0. This is swung on and hit in the air. This one is into the gap, rolling toward the wall. Bagwell is around third, and he'll score. The throw to third. The throw to the plate.
John, that's 3 straight hits he surrendered. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. And I guess it's time for a little heart-to-heart talk here, John. It doesn't seem like they're going to pull him right away, probably just considering making the change later on.
Craig Biggio at the plate. Last season he clobbered 24 home runs with his career slugging percentage under .440.
Well, he had great location on that curve, but you still got to swing at it.
He kicks, he throws. Grounded softly to short. He's Torres, is there to play it on the hop. Throws on to first, and the side is retired. The Houston Astros scored 2 on 3 hits, and they strand a man on base. After 1, Houston with the lead 2-1. The 5, 6, 7 spots due up. Milton Bradley will be the first man up. First pitch on the way. On the ground to second. Vizcaíno is there, and he throws on to first for the out, One away. Ryan gets his first look in this one. Nobody on base with one out. First pitch, here it comes. Cut on and missed, and it's 0-1. Swung on and grounded towards the hole.
Well, a little one-out base hit here. Let's see if they can parlay this into something special.
Joe Thurston comes to the plate. He didn't have any home runs last season. Just one RBI last year. First pitch to him.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. Ball 2. He's ready. The 2-0 pitch.
Even though it's a cutter, it'll get there quickly if it's up and away.
He's ready. Now the 2-1 pitch. He's ready. The 2 swings and lines this one towards the hole. On to first. 2 down. Cesar Izturis up there now. Last season he hit 4 out of the park. With a career slugging percentage under 400.
Man, that's what you call popping the mitt. Right on the outside corner. Down and away.
And this is hit in the air to straightaway left. Lane has got it, and the side is retired. The Los Angeles Dodgers get no runs on 1 hit, and they leave a man at second. Now we'll move on to the bottom of the second. The Astros lead it 2-1. It's the last third of the batting order coming up. Jose Vizcaíno will be the first man up. First pitch on the way. Here's the pitch. Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a liner to left. And that's a base hit as it gets down in front of him.
John, now they're really in business. A base hit with no one out.
Ausmus comes up for the first time right now. Runner at first. First pitch on the way. Cutter just misses. Ball 1. Here's a throw over to first. And a throw over to first. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base there.
That fastball up and in will keep the hitter from leaning out over the plate.
He sets. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
He's trying to hit it to the parking lot, but that's a tough pitch to handle.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. The throw to the plate.
Not the way you want to start the inning if you're on the mound. 2 straight hits have them in business here with no one out.
They didn't try to do too much with this pitch. He just went with it.
Yes, it's just too difficult to try to pull this ball. It's best to hit it to the opposite field, and that's just what he did. And it's going to be conference time on the mound, John. It's time when everybody in the bullpen gets up, shakes off the dust. And you'll never know how long he's going to stay with this pitcher now.
Backy steps to the plate for the first time in this one. Runners at the corners with nobody out. First pitch to him. Drops down a bunt. To second for 1. Over to first and safe. Almost a double play. Not quite on that time. He just did beat it out. Adam Everett is up now. Last season he had 8 home runs with a career slugging percentage under .400.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. He's at the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Started to go around, but he held up in time, and it's 2-0. Now he sets. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He's ready. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he swings over that one. 2-2. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Oh, and the dugout wanted that one. Full count now. The 3-2 pitch on the ground to short. The throw to third.
They tried to pound the fastball in on his fist, but he really spins on it and sends the ball into left field for a base hit.
First pitch, here it comes. Cutter just misses. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole, and that gets down for a base hit.
Well, John, I tell you, with the vast majority of big leaguers at the plate, that's a great pitch. But this guy's one of those rare breeds that actually has...
There's a swing and a line drive, and foul. And he delivers. The 0-1 pitch is a cut fastball, swung on and missed. 0-2.
He has some happy fans to cheer him on as they lead by 2.
Cutter thought he had him, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming. This is swung on and a liner, and that's by him into center for a base hit. 1 run is in. So 3 straight hits now, and it looks like he's not fooling anybody out there.
This could have easily gone by for strike 3, but he had the presence of mind to recognize the location of this thing, and he got some good wood on it.
Solid base knock right there, Joe, after falling behind in the count. First pitch, here it comes. This ball is hammered down the left field line, but it goes foul.
They're calling his name.
Swung on and grounded towards the hole. The throw to the plate. Not in time at the plate as he's able to score easily.
And that pitcher's got to be thinking, what do I have to do to get somebody out? That's 4 straight hits he surrendered.
First pitch. Swings and lines this one back up the middle. And that falls for a base hit. The throw to the plate.
Man, and it seems like it doesn't matter who they trot out there. These guys are just stringing together hit after hit after hit.
Craig Biggio steps in now. Last season he clobbered 24 home runs with his career slugging percentage under. This one swung on and hit in the air. Drew retreats and makes the catch in deep right field. And that will not be in time, so the run comes across to score. Jose Vizcaíno comes up to the plate here. Last season he had just 3 home runs with a career slugging percentage under .400.
This pitch runs up and in, and he doesn't want to offer at it, and I don't blame him.
He throws. Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. He's at the belt. Now the 2-1 pitch. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball, swung on and missed. 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And the side is finally retired.
Kazon is going to show us his power curve to get a better look at the break on the ball. He got in good rhythm here, John. Here's a look back at the pitches leading up to the strikeout.
And that's the way to do it, that's for sure.
Absolutely, John.
The Astros put some distance between them and their opponents with a big inning here. They'll go to the top of inning number 3. The Astros on top 8-1. The numbers 9, 1, and 2 spots due up next. Jason Worth will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
And man, that's one-on-one power baseball right there. With 2 strikes, you have to be more aggressive now.
Fastball swung on and missed. He struck him out. 1 away.
He's obviously a low ball hitter. Couldn't catch up with that one. That's up and away.
Leday will step in. 1 for 1 in this game. 1 out, none on. First pitch on the way. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2.
With 2 strikes, you got to swing at anything close.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 2 down.
Man, that's a hard slider. A nice leg break, John. That's a great 2-strike pitch. Tough one to hit.
Worth will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. Bases empty, 2 down. First pitch, here it comes.
Well, every once in a while, you got to let it go. That's a big power swing right there.
Swings and lines this one back up the middle. Backey is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. And they go quietly this half inning. Now we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Houston leads it 8-1. They'll have the 8-9-1 spots coming up. Adam Everett will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning. First pitch to him. There's a swing and a rocket toward short. Torres is there. His throw not in time, and that'll be an infield single. Backey will bat here. He drove in a run earlier in this game. 1 man on, nobody out. First pitch, here it comes.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base there. Grounded back to the mound. Over to first for out number 1. Adam Everett is the batter. Last season he had 8 home runs with a career slugging percentage under 400. First pitch to him. They throw behind the runner at second, but he's back in time. Now he sets. A swing and a drive deep into left field. This ball is going back. The throw to second, and he will score.
Good swing that time from a good low ball hitter. Not too upright. He really bends his knees and follows through. And it's enough to get him on base. That's good hitting.
Quick throw to first. 1 on, 1 out. And a throw over to first. 1 out, man on first. Now a throw over. With 1 out, there's a runner at first. First pitch on the way. Checked his swing that time, and it misses. 1 ball, no strikes. He's at the belt. The 1 swung on and grounded towards the hole. Gets 1 at second, and 2. A double play. Right around the horn, around the bases, 3rd to 2nd to 1st, a double play.
Well, the manager loves that. He says, keep getting the job done.
The Houston Astros pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on base. We're through 3 innings now. The Astros lead 9-1. The 3, 4, 5 hitters, the big hitters, coming up. Jeff Kent will be coming up in the next inning, and they'll have to deal with him somehow. First pitch on the ground to short. Everett has it. And his throw gets him. One away.
And this hitter goes back to the bench. The shortstop was able to make a nice throw over the first.
Drew will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. Base is empty with one out. First pitch, here it comes. Cut on and missed, and it's 0-1. Here it comes. There's a swing and a liner to right center. Can't cut it off as it rolls all the way to the wall. The throw to third.
He finds a pitch he can drive, and his hands flow through the zone perfectly. He's in scoring position with one out.
Bradley, a switch hitter, batting left-handed. One man out, one man on. A runner at second. And he's on the move for third. And he's in there at third.
I like this steal, John. He had a good lead off second, and he dives into third base and beats the throw.
Well, you're one of the great base stealers of all time, Joe, so if you like it, I definitely like it.
I like it.
Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole, and he'll get in there without a play. Jack Byan up now. He didn't have any home runs last season, with a career slugging percentage under 400.
Any pitcher that can spot that pitch there, they're way ahead of the game.
Swing and a ground ball to short. Ensberg has it on the hop. Throws to first in time for out number 3. The Los Angeles Dodgers get a man to third, but can't bring him in. Now we move on to the bottom of the 4th. Houston is out in front, 9-1. The numbers 3, 4, 5 spots, the big hitters due up. Lance Berkman will be leading it off, and they're going to have to deal with him somehow. Fastball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. Sinker inside, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, here it comes. Slider just misses, and he runs it to 3-0.
Well, he tried to get him to chase that backdoor pitch, but the guy laid off of it. Nice job by him.
There's a bullet towards third. And foul. The 3-1 pitch on the way.
Managers would prefer you to throw the fastball in this situation, but you have to throw a strike.
Bagwell will come to the plate. 2 for 2 in this one. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch to him. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. The throw to third.
John, now they're really in business. A base hit with no one out.
Ensberg will step in with a couple of RBIs already in this one. Runners on first and second. There's a swing. A ball hit high and deep to left field. Way back. Home run! A 3-run shot. And with that 3-run homer, the lead continues to build.
Man, this is what you call a big-time Major League home run. I don't think the left fielder even needed a move on that one.
Hey, that was a flight where you could watch 2 movies and read a book.
I think you're right. I bet the boys with the tape measures will be busy on that one.
Craig Biggio gets a turn here. Last season, he clobbered 24 home runs. With his career slugging. Line shot into center field. And that's a base hit as it gets down in front of him.
That is hit number 15 for them in this one. As a manager, you take that kind of offense every time out.
Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch on the way. That one finds the outside corner for strike 1. He delivers. Strike 2 at the knees. 0-2. The 1-2 pitch.
Tried to throw the fastball by him on the inside, but he missed in.
He's at the belt. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He lays off the change, and it's full. Over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in time. The 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. He struck him out. One away.
Man, that's a tough pitch. All he could hope to do there is foul it off, but he swung right through it.
Osmus will come to the plate. 2 for 2 in this one. One out, man on first. First pitch, here it comes. Started to go around, but it's in there for a called strike anyway. 0-1.
Let's see what he wants to do now. No balls, 2 strikes. A lot of different ways he can go here.
Now a throw over. Good slider that time, but it's ruled a ball. 1-2. Now a throw over. A 1-2 pitch coming.
Anytime you go inside with a changeup, you're risking getting the ball hit out of the ballpark.
He's at the belt. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Well, if you throw the changeup up and away, you might want to come back with a fastball inside.
There he goes. Towards swung on and ripped towards second. And that gets down for a base hit. Runner around second, heading for third. Backey will bat here. He drove in a run earlier in this game. Runners at first and third, only 1 out. First pitch to him. Here's the swing of a fly ball hit medium deep. Might be enough to get him in. Leday into a slide as he takes one away with a great basket catch. 1 run is in. Leday makes an incredible diving catch, and here's another chance to see it.
Well, you get a good look at it here, John. This ball's trouble from the second it leaves the bat, but he's able to stretch out and make a nice catch.
Adam Everett comes in. Last season he had 8 home runs with a career. And here's a fly ball to straightaway left. Bradley makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The Astros add a 4 spot here to extend their lead even further. And we'll head to the 5th here in Houston. Houston with the lead 13-1. It's the bottom 3 of the batting order coming up. Joe Thurston will be the first man up. First pitch, here it comes. Here's a check swing, but it's called a strike anyway. 0-1. The pitch. Ooh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way.
That one just broke down and out of the strike zone.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider for out number 1.
He's obviously a low ball hitter. He couldn't catch up with that one. That's up and away. We got a second now to see the slider on K-zone. He got in good rhythm here, John. Here's a look back at the pitches leading up to the strikeout.
And that's the way to do it, that's for sure.
Absolutely, John.
1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way. Swung on and ripped towards second. The throw to second.
John, he stays behind the ball well, and he's got himself a 1-out base hit.
With 1 out, there's a runner at first. First pitch to him. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Slider swung on and missed. 2 down.
Man, that's a hard slider with a nice leg break, John. That's a great 2-strike pitch. Tough one to hit. He just punished him here, John. 3 great pitches.
Well, he's got to have great stuff because you don't see guys go down on 3 pitches like that very often.
Very nice.
On second, 2 down. First pitch on the way.
One of the toughest pitches to pull is that pitch breaking down and in. A lot of guys will pull it foul or even try to go the other way. It's a tough pitch, great location.
Now he sets. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Lane is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. The Los Angeles Dodgers get no runs on one hit, and they leave a man at second. We go to the bottom of the fifth. The Astros lead it 13-1. And the 2, 3, 4 spots will be coming up next. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Back behind second. He's Torres. Goes over and puts it away. Berkman will dig in now. Switch hitter who bats left-handed. Nobody on base with one out. First pitch to him. Swung on and lined to right field. Drew lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Drew with a fabulous play, a sensational play in the outfield.
Well, it looks like this ball's running away from him too, John, but he says not so fast, and he makes a nice super diving catch.
Bagwell will dig in again. He's a perfect 3 for 3 in the game. First pitch hit. This one swung on and hit on a line. He's Torres on the run as he gets there in time to put it away. And this one definitely deserves another look.
And John, this is one of those plays you'll be seeing on SportsCenter. Great heads-up play for the out.
Yeah, so we'll get a lot of more looks then. So they go down in short order. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Astros on top, 13-1. And for the benefit of those who have just tuned in, here's a reminder that this is John Miller along with Joe Morgan. This is Major League Baseball on ESPN. The 2, 3, 4 spots, the big hitters coming up. Jeff Kent is a dangerous hitter. He'll be up second in the inning. The 0-1 pitch is a cut fastball, swung on and missed. 0-2. On the way. Good slider that time, but it's ruled a ball. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left center. Everett goes over and puts it away. Kent will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch, here it comes. There's a swing and a liner towards first. Bagwell is there to put it away for out number 2. Drew will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Base is empty, 2 down. First pitch on the way. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Vizcaíno has got it. From his knees, got him. What a play. And they're held in check here in their half of the inning. Now we'll go to the last of the 6. Houston is out in front, 13-1. The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up next. Morgan Ensberg will be the first man up. First pitch to him. Started to go, but he held up in time. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery.
That pitch will keep him from leaning out over the plate on the next one.
Now the 2-0 pitch. This one's lined softly toward the gap in left center. Oh, and he bobbles this thing.
Johnny had it in his glove, but he couldn't hold on, and it fumbled out.
Well, it's a heartbreaker and hard to understand, that's for sure, in the big leagues. Biggio will bat here. He drove in a run earlier in this game. First pitch to him. First pitch, a slider in there. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is.
Well, the toughest pitch in baseball to hit is the fastball that's up. But sometimes you're able to lay off of it.
He's at the belt. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss at the heater. And we're even now at 2-2. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch on the way.
He's obviously a low ball hitter. He couldn't catch up with that one. That's up and away.
Jose Vizcaíno gets a shot here. Last season he had just 3 home runs. with a career slugging percentage under 400.
That one just broke down and out of the strike zone.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole.
John, he's going to see that average creep up a bit. That's his third hit of the game, and it comes here with 1 out.
1 out, runners at first and second. First pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Little too eager there, and he's behind no balls and 2 strikes. A throw back to second, trying to keep him close, and he's back in time. Swing and a miss on the slider. 2 down.
Great location on this pitch. He kept it down and caught the corner.
Joe, I think the pitch just had him fooled on this one.
Well, it's like he just pulled the string a little bit. That's good stuff right there.
Backey will step in. He's 0 for 3 up to this point. First pitch to him.
Well, Johnny went with the fastball with those runners in score position, and he got the strikeout.
He's at the belt. The 1-0 pitch.
John, that pitch is down and in. That shows great control right there. That'll finish the job anytime.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
The toughest pitch in baseball to handle, according to Ted Williams, is the fastball up and in.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard slider, and it's even at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside for 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And the sinker swung on and missed, and the side is retired.
It's down in the zone, but it's definitely a hittable pitch. Looked like the pitcher just caught him looking for something else, and it threw off his timing.
It was an outstanding pitch, Joe, and that will give the rest of the lineup something else to think about whenever they've gotten 2 strikes against this pitcher. The Astros score a run on 1 hit, and they leave a man. At the end of 6 full innings, the Astros lead 14-1. The 5, 6, 7 spots due up. Milton Bradley will be the first man up. He deals. Here's a slider that misses. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Vizcaíno has got it. From his knees, he got it. Now that is a Gold Glove play. Vian will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Base is empty. 1 out. First pitch on the way. First pitch is a cutter. Looked at. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a soft liner to the right side. Vizcaíno is there, and he makes the catch. 2 down now. Thurston will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch, here it comes. Cut fastball, swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And this one's grounded to second. Bagwell has it. Throws on to first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this inning. 7th inning stretch time in Houston. Houston with the lead, 14-1. Top of the lineup coming up next. Lance Berkman will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning. First pitch to him. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. He kicks. He throws. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. Got him. 1 away.
Man, that's right down the middle. He missed it. Strike 3. Here's a replay of those last 3 pitches. Great pitches on the replay.
Yeah, nice work, Joe. He didn't give him much to hit that time, that's for sure. Lane will dig in. He's had 1 hit and 4 trips. Base is empty with 1 out. First pitch, here it comes. There's a swing and a drive down the line and left, carrying deep back into the corner, and foul. Doesn't get the call on that slider. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Sharp bite to that slider. Now it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming. Now swinging the ball hit well into right field. This one is really clobbered. He finds the wall and he makes the catch. He took one away from him. Oh, what a play. Bruce really does an incredible job here. Full extension. I don't know. He was defying gravity as he went up and stole this home run.
He times his leap perfectly. Gets a big glove over the wall and brings this one back. That's an outstanding play. Well, when you get a big lead like this, the fans really look.
Swung on and ripped towards second. Kent is there and he makes the catch to retire the side. And they go down in short order. We'll move ahead to the 8th. The Astros lead it 14-1. It's the number 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up. Cesar Izturis will be the first man up.
Los Angeles is really hearing a mouthful right now. Most pitchers are trying to keep the fastball down around the knees. That one's just a little too low.
The 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball waved at and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, hit softly towards the hole. Bagwell is up with it, and he's in there easily.
They're starting this inning out in grand style. The base hit with no one out.
Runner at first. First pitch on the way. Ground to the second, could be 2. Dives, he's got it. On to second for 1. From his knees, got him. What a play. Pretty good turn there, Joe, for the double play.
And that's just the way they draw it up, John. Great pivot by the shortstop.
Leday will come to bat now. He's 1 for 3 in the game. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch, here it comes.
Nice try. That pitch down and away, but the hitter was smart enough to lay off.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired.
Let's see this one again on K-Zone. It was a 4-seam fastball. Well, he only had 4 pitches in that at bat, but let's go back and take a look at it.
Yeah, some great pitching, Joe. No runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Here come the Astros in the last half of the 8th. The Astros on top, 14-1. The big hitters, power hitters, the middle of the batting order coming up. Jeff Bagwell will be the first man up. First pitch on the way.
Well, he didn't get cheated. That's the big fly swing.
He delivers.
Well, they're champ.
And this is hit in the air to straightaway left. Bradley is right there as he puts it away.
John, they get him out on his front foot a little, and that causes him to swing under the ball. And he lost it right to the left fielder.
First pitch to him. Curveball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball to short. Izturis is right there. His throw, not in time. That'll be an infield single. Matt Underwood is up to the plate now. His batting average in those clutch RBI situations with runners in scoring position this year has been awesome. He's hitting .500. Has yet to knock in a run this year. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 pitch is a slurve, swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. On to second for one. Back to first and not in time. Not quite a double play that time. Vizcaíno, a switch hitter batting left-handed. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch, here it comes.
That pitch is a curveball away. It just stays out there, and the hitter's able to lay off of it.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base there. A dive, but he's back in easily. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Kent gets there in time to make the great running catch. I like what's going on out there, Joe. Let's take another look on the replay here.
Well, your manager will tell you, John, minimize your chances of error, keep focused, and play the game on an even keel. They did exactly that.
The Houston Astros pick up a hit, but leave him at second and fail to score. We're through 8, 9th inning coming up. Houston leads it 14-1. The number 2 hole will be getting things started next. Jeff Kent up second in the inning, and he's going to be awfully tough to deal with. Here's the 1-0 delivery. The splitter waved at it, missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a swing and a ground ball. Qualls is up with it, and he just keeps it himself and tags him for the out. Kent will step in. He's 0 for 3 up to this point. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way.
Quick reflexes there. Allowed him to get out of the way.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. The throw to second.
He gets a changeup that time, and when you're thinking fastball, the ball comes in slower than concrete. But he has a rip at it anyway.
Runner at first, 1 down. And he dives back safely. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch to him.
Well, you better be wearing a shin guard if you're going to swing at that pitch down and in.
They throw over to first. The pitch. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Grounded down the first base line. Over to second for 1. Over to first and safe. Almost a double play. Not quite on that time. He just did beat it out. Qualls makes a sensational stop and then gets up to get the force out at second.
And John, it's one thing to make a great dive and stop, but you got to know where to go with the ball once you made that play. He made a heads-up play and a throw as well.
And he's back easily, but he made a dive just to make sure. A runner at first with 2 down. First pitch, here it comes. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. A throw back to the bag. There he goes for second. And he's in there at second.
Here's another look at the steal. He beats the throw easily.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he didn't have much of a jump from first base, Joe. That slide, I thought, was a big one.
Well, sometimes, John, you can tip the pitcher off if you get too big a lead, so he did a good job on this one.
This is swung on and hit on the ground. The Houston Astros seem, Joe, like they just had this one all the way, a lopsided victory.
And, John, you and I always like to see close ball games, but if you're a fan of the home team, you like to see them beat up on the other team. The offensive explosion today got it done for the home team.
Morgan Ensberg certainly wasn't alone in having a terrific game at the plate, but out of everyone, he is, we feel, the most deserving for our ESPN Video Games Player of the Game Award.
And, John, you know he would have given anything to get one more at bat to get a chance at that elusive double. But even without it, he more than earned special recognition after this impressive day at the plate. Maybe he'll get that double tomorrow.
That wraps things up from here. Carl Ravitch and the gang are standing by in the studios with Baseball Tonight coming up next. Until next time, this is John Miller for Joe Morgan and our entire ESPN crew saying so long, thanks for tuning in, and good night. And again, our final score, the Houston Astros get the win 14-1. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. So long from Houston.